This is Processor, and you're listening to Void Signal.
So it's recording. And,
you're sneezing.
I mean, honestly. So I guess I'll speak into it. But basically, so before we get started, I kind of wanted to just sort of, I don't know, give you an idea of who the fuck I am and what I'm trying to do. So I worked in music journalism for a while, writing for Region magazine, and then decided to strike out on my own, do a podcast. And instead of being like, I'm sick of asking like the same questions of what's your favorite city to play? What's your favorite song? How do you approach like the same stuff? So it was like the people on the street, the people who show up to the show to buy the merch, those people don't get to have just the casual social interactions. And I'm less interested in how you make your music and more interested in just sort of like, I don't know, what are you into? Like, how did you get here? Like, but not so much like, tell me about your musical past, so much as just like, who are you? What are you into? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, this is all we have. Like, tell me something that's gonna matter, I guess, is kind of my sentiment there. So in the spirit of that, like, the question that I always usually ask on the podcast is just, what are you enjoying right now? Like, I mean, you guys are kind of on top of the world in a way, and you know, appearing at this industrial festival it's a grand gesture in a way. Like, there are people in the scene who've been excuse me, who've been coming up to me pretty regularly out in the crowd, who've been like, oh man, I'm here to see Health, but this band, Moris Blak, ESA, all these other bands, and that was due in part to you guys. So thank you so much, first of all, for your time. But yeah, what are you guys into right now? What are you enjoying?
It's funny you mentioned Moris Blak, but I am musically, the thing I'm most excited about right now is, for lack of a better term, I know everyone hates this term, but EBSM, or cyberpunk music. But and I would definitely consider Moris Blak one of those guys. Maybe on the more like EDM sonic side of it, but I just love Sierra, Revisia, Moris Blak, Matty Otura, all this new generation, this 100 BPM, whatever you fuck you want to call it, EBSM, gothy, electronic music. That's just something I'm just really, really into. It's mostly what I'm listening to right now. Love it. And is Morris here? I'm supposed to talk to his ass. Yeah.
He's in a hotel room. He was like, I don't even know what they look like.
I don't know what he looks like either. He's motherfuckers wearing a mask.
He's like, I don't know what they look like. I wouldn't even know him if I saw him. And I'm like, they're upstairs. You look up a picture of them.
I just look on new.
But anyway, but yeah, he is here, and his set last night was fucking amazing.
Yep, never seen him.
No,
and apparently I was reading it because I follow his Instagram, and it's like
kind of how it shook out. But yeah, Morris is cool. And man, he's doing something so unique, like inside the genre. Like, it's very, I don't know, like I caught him in, I'd heard his music. He was going to come on the podcast and everything. And I was like, this guy's great. But seeing him live, like, brought something else to it. Like, I was drawn in. I was engaged. I was like, and he's got this whole social, like, this multimedia sort of a presentation with it that just, and like the set, wonderful. And ESA was killed it last night too. They were fucking great. But anything else you're enjoying as far as like, I don't know, books, TV shows, whatever? I mean, just like what's making you jazzed to wake up?
Barry is great. It's a great show. Barry's amazing. I'm reading this Powers and Thrones, like the new history of Europe by, I forgot this guy's name. It's a good book. Okay. I mean, there's definitely a lot of good entertainment. Oh, Elden Ring. I don't know if you play video games, but
I do.
Elden Ring is just pure fucking brilliance. These Souls games I'm as passionate about as like the great films and books of my life, like formative stuff. Like, there's like very few things in gaming I'm that passionate about, and Elden Ring is fucking amazing. I love it. I'm still playing it. I have a Steam Deck. Love that, playing it on the Steam Deck. I don't have time to play it except on tours with downtime, so I'm mostly playing it in the van or on the airplane, playing Elden Ring with no internet connection, which is a very different game, and man, it's great. And I'm doing zero. I won't look up shit, so this is going to take me fucking forever, Like, awesome. I'm like 100 hours in. I'm like maybe halfway through. The fucking map is massive,
Yeah. That's awesome. What about you, man? It's your turn.
Reading-wise, I am working on The Dawn of Everything by David Graeber and David Wengrow. And I'm also trying to get through a Kurt Vonnegut book called Player Piano.
What do you mean, get through?
Well, just meaning I'm switching between a lot of books usually.
Vonnegut's one of those authors that I'm just like, wait a minute, what did you just say? Like, do we have to fist fight?
Oh, no, I like Vonnegut. It's just a matter of just being distracted.
Sure. Absolutely.
But that's my fun read right now. The Dawn of Everything is also like archaeology, kind of anthropology, history. So that's kind of my nerdy read. What's that?
What'd you read to get that book, I guess?
I don't know. I'm just kind of generally into books around the
archaeology.
History and it's it was a friend who gave it to me. They're kind of anthropologists with sort of I don't know, kind of anarchy in them kind of style. That's a good way to put it, maybe. One of them passed away, actually, so sadly, I believe David Graeber. Waking up to, I like coffee a lot right now. I roast my own coffee at home, and that's been a fun experiment from the pandemic, and it's been in conjunction with the band starting its own line of coffee through Bluebonnet in Texas, and kind of actually collaborating with them, like sending them some of the stuff I roast, and they'll send me stuff to roast even, and like, you know, samples, and then other things that they've done. Cats. I love my cats. That kind of gets me up.
Sure, man.
And when we're back in LA, just trying to enjoy LA, trying to see every secret staircase and kind of hike around and just be like, you know, it's pretty sweet here.
Right. Have you tried the Behemoth coffee?
No.
I've seen it on their store.
I'm very curious to try and stack up. Go do some use case tests like Lamb of God coffee, Behemoth coffee. Yeah. And also got a coffee. Yeah. You know.
I've seen.
Do you like them?
And I'm like, man.
They're a sick band, so.
And I'm like,
I'll have to check that out.
We've heard. I don't drink coffee, but we've heard people really like our coffee.
Yeah, it's good. It's great coffee. Bluebonnet's excellent.
what do you have against coffee?
You know, actually, when I was a kid, is the sort of thing. It's like smoking cigarettes is a bad addiction. It's like people be like, don't get into coffee. I'm like, good call. You know, same people told me about cigarettes. I left that. I drink green tea. I drink like 1 million cups of green tea a day. It's not that strong. Even if the caffeine is commensurate, it has nothing. I had a little bit of our coffee to try it. It was really good. It's like, you know, jittery. It's like, Jesus Christ, you know.
Just too much.
Yeah. I'd rather do Coke or something.
Oh, wow.
And I also enjoy weed a lot.
Yeah. You and me both. Oh, there's nothing like fucking smoking out and then inviting people you love, whose music you love, onto your podcast and I've asked people questions about fucking bears and shit. I don't know.
It's a conversation starter, that marijuana. Really.
It is. It's a good, like, social lubricant.
Really? For me, it's the opposite. If I was high right now, I'd be quiet as fuck.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't say a whole lot.
Wow.
I'd be thinking about like the evolution of the species or some bullshit.
Come out of the woods and a talk.
I'm gonna try and just hold this like.
Okay, that's probably better. Yeah, maybe help you get some software to sort of eliminate because you got this AC, but you know, that's your problem, not mine.
Oh yeah, I'll take care of it. But yeah, man. Wow, what else is going on? Like, so you said that what drew you to archaeology? I guess you've always just had an interest in history, or
shit, I don't know. Since I was originally an architecture major.
Oh really?
That's what I dropped out of properly.
Sure.
Before I met these guys. So I don't know. Just always kind of liked a good wealth of social studies, I suppose.
How long were you pursuing the architecture?
3 years, and out of 5, and I called it quits. And then I actually did some theater, same school, and then I left that, sort of leave of absence style. So I really wasted time and money.
Sure.
And then I met these guys.
Nice. How did you meet?
Craigslist.
Online.
Craigslist. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of bands that kind of
M for M. Casual encounters.
Especially 2005. It seemed like a kind of a pure, hey, you know.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Craigslist.
Yeah, we didn't know how similar it was. Yeah.
One of those psychos like now.
Right. No, I mean, there's another band that you guys heard Modesty Beast at all?
No, good name. I like that name though.
Yeah, super good band. And it's Johan from Processor, and he like jumped on. I didn't know this, but there's like a website you can go hire like vocalists on, right? And
what? Just like I need a singer.
yeah, it's called like Fiverr or something. I think
that's great.
What I want to say. But he met him on there, and like the guy who sings vocals is like, his background is more like sort of I don't know. He's got like this rich, kind of a like coffee, smooth, westerny
voice.
His voice is wonderful. So overlaid all this other stuff, it's a wonderful blend. But like ever since, like they've just been making stuff and it just clicks.
That's great.
And I mean, he's here in the States and Johan's in Sweden, and it's like they just make it work. And like, is that so? I mean, ever since you joined the band, have you found it to be sort of like plug and play, or were there growing pains as you were like trying to learn to be around other people? I mean, John seems problematic.
He
seems troublesome.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I was in I was in a few different bands when I met these guys, so I was already going around the, in a whirlwind of figuring out how to play with other people in that sense.
Sure.
I was also in a band in high school and did jazz band for a while in college too. So,
Gotcha.
No, I think the biggest learning curve and why I could kind of feel when we met back then was touring. It was like that's the thing I hadn't done before, and none of us had. So it was all very much, something that we bonded over in the beginning was having to make the introduction to the world of crazy ass travel, no sleep.
We went really
habits in general.
We were
Coffee,
super DIY. So within a few months of forming, or actually forming like for real, like, all right, we're doing this. We did these tours, and we started doing these DIY tours booked through MySpace. This is really dating me, by the way. And we didn't have a van or anything, so we toured in 2 cars. So we had 2 cars, and me and Beach in one, and Jake and Jupe. We used to have a 4th member.
It was just a Civic, my Civic, and a Jetta.
Jupe had a Jetta, which is like the nicer car.
Wow.
And we
just packed them
Going on
that much shit.
filled to the brim. Filled to the brim, yeah.
Like guitars behind the seat so you couldn't recline.
One of our earliest shows, we played at a house, like a living room in San Diego, opening for Matt Kim, who got really big later. And it was like, we got paid $40. I was like, $40? Oh my God, we fucking made it. This is lit. I couldn't believe it. I was like, they paid us $40. It was pretty hilarious.
They blew it all on Sparks.
Oh yeah, at the time. Really dating ourselves at the time. Sorry for your younger listeners. Sparks was this.
Sparks was amazing.
Sparks was this malt liquor. No, Four Loko was crazier, but at the time.
Oh yeah,
Sparks
Four Loko
really,
was.
we were like,
At the time, Sparks was
really
fucking bananas. It was bananas.
Sparks was good.
And it really kind of powered our scene. We were kind of powered by Sparks. Like
we only drunk Sparks sometimes. We played all these shows. There was a time there was these shows sponsored by Sparks. Sparks just kept showing up. Like, you want a Sparks?
Oh man, like
I never
the
seen
crazy
one now.
one in CMJ.
I never see them either.
It was Sparks and Jaeger, and it was free shots of Jaeger and free Sparks. That was fucking mayhem.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Lower East Side, just fucking everyone was bonkers.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. No, I only ever had a few Sparks. I was like living in Florida at the time, and I had this guy who was just like, oh, I want to fucking, let's go get some Sparks from the corner store. And I'm like, let's fucking not, man. It's 10. Like,
Yeah. It's always everyone's like, you want a shot? And I'm like, I don't need any help getting drunk. Like, why do a shot? Come on. Like, let's just.
it's a bit much. Yeah, I never see them anymore, but that's probably for the best. Okay, so you roast your own coffee. Like, how do you do that?
Pretty easy, actually. Anyone can do it. You can order green beans from a couple of different places online now. And you can do it as simply as just getting the easiest one to do it in would be a Turkish style coffee pot, like the stainless steel.
Oh, yeah.
Suj pot is what it's called in Armenian. You can just spin it around in that, and 10 to 15 minutes or so, you should have a crack and kind of be at about a light roast and move on.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that's simple.
I didn't know it was
There's a little, there's a lot to dial in to make it better and better, and obviously real roasters use a lot of convection and air flow and different things. And
right.
So it's crude, but it's the original way coffee was roasted.
Right.
In a pan. Flat on the pan is what it's called.
Yeah, sure.
So I actually do bigger amounts in like a soup pot, stir it around that way, just kind of on a tilt, do it. And then if you really want to dial things in, infrared thermometer, and trying to keep things at a certain rate of rise is what the trick is.
I didn't know it could get so involved.
You basically go YouTube any roast along, and they'll this one Mill City Roasters in Minnesota, especially in Minneapolis.
Yeah,
will do they'll show you the charts and where they've got a specific origin, for instance. So you're like, hey, how should I just check any origin with them, and it's kind of a good way to start.
Cool. I always see on the bag origin of whatever it is, and I'm always like, it doesn't mean anything to me. I'm the person behind the fucking coffee, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. So it's interesting to just sort of hear your take on that as a connoisseur, as somebody who loves it.
Yeah.
But I'm just interested. Is there do you have a favorite kind of coffee?
Yeah, kind of probably Ethiopia is my Ethiopia washed. are always a
I mean, a lot of
crowd
people,
favorite to me.
A lot of people are going to immediately go purchase health coffee, obviously.
And I love Mexican. That's why I actually haven't even barely roasted any Mexican of my own, because we have such a good source of it.
Well, Beach selected the roast, and he wanted Chiapas.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
So I'm really into that.
Oh, really? So you were like, this is something you care about, it seems.
Yeah.
Like, that you just like.
I think coffee is very central to Beach's identity. I like it.
No,
I was at a roaster before I met the band. It was one of the jobs I had, and I don't drink anymore. It's the other reason, typical like AA style or something. I'm just all about coffee now.
Yeah, no, I
kind of took anything I cared about as connoisseur-wise with beer, for instance. Like I used to nerd out on what hops and all that kind of shit there.
Yeah.
And now it's like I had to just kind of shut that down. That section of the store. Transferred all that energy over to coffee and weed if it wasn't there already.
Right, like Beach's California.
You might say West Coast sober now.
Okay.
Since you got to put a little bit of mushroom in it.
Right. Yeah. Sure. I feel you.
They
get down with Oregon.
Mushrooms league now. That's fucking a trip. That's pretty hilarious.
They're pretty much, and there's a dispensary.
It's going there. It's really
in
interesting.
LA
They're gonna have it with like medical use. Also, I know like 50 guys in LA who are just commercially growing mushrooms now. For a medical reason and for it being legal. So it's pretty wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Money. I had to lend them money to start up. Anyway.
That's fucking crazy. But I mean, like, I don't know. We were talking about fucking coffee. Yeah.
Yeah. What else do we enjoy?
What else? Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. Coffee's good, but it like makes me go to the bathroom. All right. Like, let's be real. Coffee makes you shit, people. That's what happens. You drink it, and so with that knowledge,
coffee.
I love coffee, but I love it, but I have to be like, what do the next few hours of my life look like?
You might want to plan around it a little bit.
Thank you.
Isn't it immediate though? Like that's why I like before a show, I like to have a beer. Well, for me, I don't need a whole lot of triggers to take a shit, but I like to get it going and then go take a shit.
Right. Okay.
And isn't coffee the same way?
Sure. I mean,
in the morning and you shit your brains out. Good way to start the day.
Sure. I mean, it might
so
be.
immune to that part of it now.
Yeah. But you don't carry a load on deck.
It's more of a surprise for me now. It's it's gonna be crazy. It's like it's always fine. It's always shit. Like do that one shot of espresso or something.
We had incredible Thai food right up the street called Bakarang Cafe or something like that. Man, it was such incredibly legit Thai food, and I ordered the 3. It shows you how real they are. Like the medium was fucking spicy as fuck. My stomach was bumping.
There, man.
I think I might shit my brains out at any moment. It's so good that I highly recommend it. It's worth it.
Yeah.
A buddy told me, he says, it comes to having a good time. He said, never consider your asshole. And that's actually very good advice.
That tie one on, man.
He meant that. He meant that in every sense. He's a gay man. Not that it matters, but like, he loves eating gnarly food. I love this guy, and it's like he's just like, yo.
I mean, that's
never consider your asshole. And I'm like,
the only time
great advice.
Inconsiderate asshole.
Yeah,
is what I.
I'm definitely
consider me.
Right. I mean, sure.
Him. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. do never think of my asshole when I'm gonna go. I mean, until it's somebody's like, "Do you want some coffee?"
Until it's too late.
Right. But if you're like, "Do you want some coffee?" Then I think of my asshole. But so when I think of health coffee, I guess what I'm saying is I'm thinking about my asshole.
And when you think of dark enough,
right? Yeah. Thank you.
Thinking of yes.
Awesome.
Anyway, Dark Enough Coffee, it's available on our web store. You should check it out.
Sharp enough. The alternative name.
And it's not going to make you shit any more than a regular ass cup of coffee.
It's the normal amount of shit. Dark enough.
Cool.
Always consider your asshole.
Always.
With dark enough.
Asshole. Wow, this writes itself. It's amazing. Do you like make your own green tea or anything like?
No, what the fuck? Am I fucking grow
I don't
a
know.
tea plant? I
I
don't
don't
even know
know.
how they grow.
People do cool things with like tea leaves and shit. I don't know.
I don't know. If you're looking for like home hobbies, I have chickens at home. I mean, like
That's weird. That's a thing that could
yeah,
be.
I guess
talked
that's pretty
about.
popular now. I mean, I have 7 chickens,
Wow.
and
What do you just?
you eat their eggs. That's it.
Oh.
You're supposed to kill them at a certain point. I don't know how I can do that. They're basically pets, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't do that shit.
Not that I don't eat chicken. It's just like I gotta physically do it, you know.
Right.
Yeah, has that made you feel a little bit more conscious about eating chicken?
I mean, eating meat is evil anyway, but like I do it anyway. But no. I mean, but to actually, you gotta kill it. You're supposed to do it. You know, that's the way it works. Also, I had a read that's like they're so overbred to lay so many eggs. Like you're supposed to kill them because they're gonna get eggs stuck in the fallopian tubes. They're gonna die anyway. So after their prime egg laying years, you cut them up. But they trust you, and I'm feeding them. And I'm like, all right, motherfucker, like go. Like that's fucked up. You know.
Yeah.
They're basically working for me.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, I agree with you. And, it's the same thing for me. It's like, I don't feel great about eating meat. But at the same time, as I walk past, like, a deli section in the grocery store, I'm like, they're also already dead. And all I can hope for is that somehow, some way, spending my money on something that I'm led to believe is ethical, that's the best I can do. That's all I need.
Well, we know animals are sentient, but we actually this band was vegetarian before, but a European touring broke us. It's just like
really?
So much bread and cheese. I was like, and all this like local foods. I'm like, all right, fine, give me the fucking salad. No, actually, before becoming vegetarian, I fucking loved eating meat, and I still do. I'm a huge fan of barbecue. I actually eat a lot of meat. Just a fan of food.
Gotcha. What about you? You like meat?
Give me the lab-grown meat. Is that what we want? We want the I want the lab-grown meat. I want the genetically just created in a lab, fucking omega-3 steak.
That's what I want.
I
sounds
just
great.
opted for the Beyond Burger downstairs, to be honest. I'm an omnivore, I guess. I don't... like, anytime there's, like, fun vegan food or just generally an option, like, I'm down.
Oh, yeah. If we'd been a vegetarian or fucking vegan now, like... Impossible and Beyond are so fucking good. Like
they are.
Back then on those early tours, we eating like fucking Boca burgers, this dog shit.
And those the fucking the plant-based chicken patties, like I can like just chomp on it without worrying about like hitting a bone or some bullshit.
It's fire. There is a place, Lowboy, by my house, that has like a smashish burger, like Impossible, but it's like the Mallard effect or whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah.
It's blow your dick off. It's just insane.
Wow.
It's how good it is.
Mallard effect also comes into play in coffee, so that's good.
So how does please tell us?
Oh, that just means like the caramelization, the process of the bean.
You want to cook something. It's actually Maillard effect. I say Mallard effect because it's funny. It's like a duck.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's just it's how you get the kind of caramel, chocolatey sweetness sort of out of the thing.
Gotcha. Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know. Right rate. I was unaware of the particular like nomenclature for like this is what this is.
But smash burger, you push it down while it's cooking, and you don't have too much grease in the pan. You get it really crispy, and it's very good.
Gotcha.
Honestly, I love falafel too.
Oh yeah, falafel.
Twist my arm anytime. I'll eat fucking.
Is this what your podcast is about? You talk to musicians about what food they like and shit?
I mean, I just talk to people about whatever they want to talk about.
Shy man. Okay.
Cool. Sorry.
That's great. No, it's great. I can talk all day.
This is what it is.
I just feel bad for anyone listening.
For the record, I don't like falafel.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding.
But
fucking love falafel anytime.
I like falafel as well. But man,
balls.
Fuck. Man, my favorite like I'm fucking wasted food is like, have you ever had tortas? Like genuine Mexican
yes,
tortas?
like a torta ahogada.
Yeah. Oh man.
We were in Guadalajara, and I every time I'm in Guadalajara, I get one. There's a place in LA. There's pop-ups that are doing it. I really love that. But I like tortas, period, regular torta. But like the ahogada is really interessante because the bread is like stale, and you gotta like dip it in the sauce to eat it. It's fucking good.
If there's anything that really challenges me and keeps me from being vegan or vegetarian, it's tacos.
Oh yeah,
Mexican food in general, it's like hard as fuck to get that.
Mexican food is definitely my
so good, so cheap. It's everywhere we go in LA.
Yeah. Oh man,
that's the hardest one.
Ship
Like,
brands out real
hamburgers,
all good.
If there was more Impossible tacos out there, maybe.
Right, that's what I want.
Maybe that'll just be there's a vegan taco truck in like Highland Park.
The original tacos were mostly vegetarian, like squash and stuff, and they're really good.
I always like potato tacos. I do like vegetarian tacos.
Me too.
But just tacos in general, it's hard to get away from.
I mean, Reno has a large Hispanic population, so it's like on the weekends, like just like 2 streets over from like ritzy glitzy like bougie town.
Where's
Reno?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I flew up here for this. But yeah, like 2 streets over on the weekends, it's like all these taco trucks come out, and I'm like, it's wonderful. It's so good. It's like so cheap, and they give you so much food, and it's wonderful. It is so good. But it's like, I don't know, it's one of those things that you miss, because if you're there in Reno for like, the upscale, whatever, like.
It's funny to hear the upscale. I haven't seen that side of it.
And in regards to Reno, or?
Reno.
Yeah.
We used to play there a bunch.
Oh, you used to play Reno a bunch?
We'd go through there like from our, earliest days through about like 2011. We might have found ourselves in playing a show there too. It's just from that point on, we never ended up going back through there. That scene kind of died out there and moved along. The people we were playing with.
You're absolutely right.
But
that's kind of the story of it.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, that's why I was kind of out of it for so long. Like I was going to school because there was no scene, so it was like, what am I doing with myself? And so it was like
UNR.
Yeah.
So speaking of that jazz band, I actually played the one show we traveled with a field trip, UNR jazz competition.
Wow.
Wow. 1999.
Wow.
Maybe 2000.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. It's the first time I was in Reno.
Wow.
Actually, I was really impressed with UNR. I was like, damn, this is kind of surprisingly a really
They spend a lot.
Nice school.
They spend a lot of money on making the campus look very nice. And as someone who was a student there, I mean, anyway.
Talk to the Reno shout out to Spacement.
Oh, cool.
We used to play our earliest shows. We'd play these hardcore basements in Reno. We'd go out of our way to go back there. There's a lot of cool bands there and the cool scene. A lot of hardcore bands. We also have a band called Young Lions, and like this is like some super DIY shit.
What else? Yeah. We were all those bands like.
But we'd be like, dude, we just really like. One time we drove like
15 hours.
15 hours, like falling asleep at the wheel. Like I almost crashed the fucking. We rented an SUV for the tour just to make this show, to play basement to like, I don't know, 30 kids.
Oh no, that was 2 cars.
Oh, that was 2 cars, but we had one rented car though. I had the rented SUV for some fucking reason. I don't know why.
And then it was definitely my Civic.
Yeah, remember you
were driving that thing.
We stopped
100 miles an hour through the Salt Lake Flats.
We stopped in the middle of the night. We slept at a rest area. You slept on the fucking picnic table. We slept for 2 hours.
That's SF to Portland trip we did.
Oh, is it a different one? I'm mixing them up, mixing members. Anyway,
the Reno one was when we were snowed in Rawlings. We were trying to get from Denver to Reno. We had a day. We took our time in Denver, and then we got snowed in that evening. Couldn't get through Rawlings, and we had to drive from Rawlings, Wyoming, which is like eastern Wyoming, all the way to Reno.
There was like an 8 semi pile up, and we got snowed in, so we had these multiple delays, and we were like just racing our asses to get to this basement Reno show.
We were sitting in like
sounds about
comedy was we were vegetarian then, and I was worried we'd get our ass kicked in this like Wyoming like truck stop place. So I ordered a rare steak. Show awesome, man. It was
we've had a good amount of easy rider moments there where we've showed up and just totally,
which is mostly in our head. Like nothing would have happened.
Elephant,
right? Of course. I mean,
Kansas.
I'll watch a lot of movies,
Yeah. Preparing for the worst.
So far, we haven't been beat down after.
But yeah, Reno does have sort of an upscale-y kind of neighborhood now. It's changing a lot. Like
we haven't been back in forever. I'd actually really love to do a show there.
I bet a lot of the people are bleeding over from like the Grass Valley side of the mountain.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, fuck, this place is already like maxed out, and it's getting expensive, and they're probably just keep going to Reno.
I mean, Reno is beautiful. I mean, it's nice. It's
absolutely.
like, there is stuff, and there is this weird little mini Vegas element too. Like,
I kind of like Reno.
Yeah.
I like the river going like that whole.
Fuck, that's Reno.
The Reno is
Burning Man's right.
The river is wonderful. Yeah, Burning Man.
Go?
I have not been, but I mean Tahoe is also like right there too. That's I mean, like it's warm now.
Shit,
so
let's move. So you live in Reno now, right?
Yeah.
Let's go to Reno, bro. What do you do for fun in Reno?
I usually just go hang out with actually I've been doing karaoke. There's this. There is this wonderful.
What's your karaoke song?
I've been doing Tainted Love. It's like my go-to. What is your karaoke song?
My number one is probably Bubba Sparks' Miss New Booty, but lately I've been doing Wait, the Whisper Song by Ying Yang Twins. Brought down the house. We did 2 nights in a row, all night karaoke in Bucharest.
Oh fuck yeah!
And it was
We're very
lit.
big in the karaoke taverns of Bucharest.
Beach did Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name of, and there was a bunch of these English hooligans who were like 19 years old. I got thrown over a table. I got so bucked.
There was basically like almost a brawl.
Yeah, it was very lit, but I got thrown
That's
into
the power,
a table.
That's the power of rage, man.
I mean, that's how it works. I mean, yeah, no, you were the vessel.
I also did Mr. Brownstone.
Oh, that's a
no fight, but people did shoot up.
Wow, cool, awesome.
Oh, Barbie Girl. That's one of my staples. Whenever if there's a girl you're really into, you do Barbie Girls duet with her, and I'm Renee. I do the guy's part always, of course. I'm more of a when I do karaoke, I rap. I do not sing because I can't sing.
I can't sing either, but I mean, it's whatever.
Very valuable in that world, the rap.
I'm Korean, and my family's like. One time I was with my cousins and aunts and uncles, and they're like, "John, you're Korean. You have to love karaoke. Do this." So I'm like, "All right, fine. I got to be into karaoke." And I'm like, "Fuck, I love karaoke now."
Sing Journey.
Yeah. No, my family can't sing at all.
Oh,
fucking horrible.
The other fucking
you gotta like karaoke.
The other karaoke song that I'll do sometimes is Patsy Cline's "Walking After Midnight." It's fucking weird, right?
I like the idea of doing like a more female song.
A buddy of mine.
You need to get to that.
He and I like go out and do karaoke there at this wonderful place called The Point. It's like it is a dive bar and it is wonderful, and they have karaoke. But he does Sweet Transvestite, and then he'll do Ursula's song from The Little Mermaid.
Man, and any girl you're with would be like,
yeah.
Well, actually, it depends. I don't know. Do girls that even know fucking Little Mermaid?
I assume. I mean, when he does it,
like 93.
Like when he does it, the audience will like the few times I've seen him do it. The girls in the audience will like sing the like Ariel's part and shit. It's very interactive.
That's great. Also, when you're a kid, you watch all the I watched Snow White. That shit came out in the fucking 30s. Like we all do the same thing.
Yeah, we all watch fucking Disney movies. Like, but yeah, I suspect that they know what it is. I would hope.
Actually, you know what? I'm always just like kids fucking know. They get the internet like this old shit. I'm like, oh, it's old. You don't. Yeah, they fucking know.
Right. And that's the part that it like kind of hurts me sometimes, is to be like, oh yeah, it's fucking old. It's from 20 years ago, or whatever album is now old enough to rent a car legally. That sucks.
It works, man. But you know, here's the truth though. I watch comedies from the 90s I used to like, and it's like watching a movie from like 1955, and I'm like, it just has been that long, and it's like hilariously like weird and like stylized in a way that would like be totally alien to a kid now, and I'm like, that's just how we did it back then. It's just fucking real.
Yeah, we were just crazy kids. I know, man. Like there's nothing worse than like watching a movie that you're like, oh, I loved that. And then you watch it, and you're like, this is problematic now.
It's a lot of movies for me.
Yeah. Can you think of one offhand that has offended you?
Problematic, I don't know, but just not as good as I remember it. More so, I would say. Problematic.
I mean, you can. There's what
for me. It's more. It's like, oh, that's different now. You can do that, but I'm not like, oh dear. I'm just like.
Deep cuts. How about Gung Ho from the '80s? Michael Keaton. That's definitely
Gung Ho.
Crazy shit now.
A lot of shit. I gotta be honest. A lot of shit fucking stands up. There's a ton of shit. I'm like, that shit fucking rips.
Yeah.
The shit I thought I sucked as a little kid. I'm like, yep, totally sucked. I was right.
Yeah. No. I see. So I went back and watched like The Fifth Element, and I was like.
I saw it in the theater.
It's right. And it's like I love that film for so long, but then like for a moment it was a little like. Oh, hello, Clint Carney. What's up, man?
No,
You
get on
are
the mic.
interrupting.
Get
You're
on the
welcome.
mic.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, man. Say hello.
I'll be right back. I gotta get
Okay, sure. Do your thing. But
check the
but yeah. What was I talking about? Some movie.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. But,
Fifth Element?
Fifth Element, yeah. And I was like, I love this movie, but then I don't know. She's unconscious and he kisses her, and like.
That's Sleeping Beauty, bro. You got a problem with that? What's wrong with that, bro? No,
I don't know. There's something weird about the film now.
I mean, I bet the film was weird when I saw it as a kid. I mean, I bet it's bizarre if I watch it. I haven't seen it since then. Like French, Luc Besson. The guy's a wacky dude. I bet it's kind of like hilarious right now. However, what really stuck with me with that film is that like they're sleeping, lying down in a plane, and my whole life I'm just like, why the fuck are planes like that? It's the most genius shit ever. That's
right?
exactly what I'm doing in a plane. I want to fully lie down and just put us all. You could stack us high in these cubicles just like they do. You just get in your fucking thing and lie down the whole plane. It's fucking amazing.
It would be.
You can do it at Coach. Make it fucking tiny as fuck. Just slot me in there.
Yeah.
It'd be fucking incredible.
It would be awesome. I agree. Like,
And that's the best thing. Like that's the most optimistic look at the future.
Until it's time to get out.
I don't enjoy claustrophobia.
Why do you have to?
Something I don't enjoy.
Why do you have to ruin shit, man? Why can't we just fly in
It's on the table. I'm sure there's very smart
Flying
things.
is claustrophobic, period.
I'm sure there's very, very logical reasons why you do not want to have like little lockers of lying down people on a plane.
I mean, it makes it easier to bury everyone if something goes
I
wrong.
always imagine like the UFO thing where like we all got to like the gravity makes us like slide back and we can all sleep like that.
Oh yeah.
Like I would just fly around in UFOs. That's what I'm getting.
You mean the carnival ride?
Yeah. You pass out too eventually. You're like, oh, the G's. And it's like, man, I slept well. I slept and then I just fell off the wall onto the ground, but we were there, so it was fine.
I should rewatch Fifth Element. I'll do it for you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. I mean, I can't guarantee that you're gonna have fun, but
If I'm asleep, you can kiss me.
okay. Thanks. Thanks for giving me consent beforehand. I'm glad we're establishing boundaries.
On that weird thing, the comedian Margaret Cho, she does this thing. It's one of her stand-up routines. This thing she talks about in San Francisco, where you like give all consent ahead of time, and what they do is they fuck you awake, so you're just like passed out, and like 10 people just wake you up and just start banging the shit. You're just like it's really like I'm like that is hilarious to me, you know. Yeah. Obviously, it's all clear beforehand.
Obviously,
but it's just like, talk about some jarring ass shit. You're like, oh God, you know.
I mean, it's sort of like waking up and drinking health coffee. It's remarkably similar. From what I've heard.
Is it coffee or the extreme?
yeah,
It's just good. Yeah, Jesus, we're not trying to fucking fuck you with the coffee. Just coffee. Just start your day, drink it normal. Jesus Christ.
Oh, it goes in your mouth.
Just relax.
Right. Okay.
Though, actually, we are. There is a health butt plug coming.
Wow. That's
Coffee
amazing.
Injected.
Yeah.
Coffee injected. It's got a little spigot for.
We'll figure it out.
It's one of those things that's, it was an April Fool's joke, much like the health condom, but people want it so bad that it's going to be reality.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll have it by this next tour.
Awesome. That sounds wonderful. Yeah, you can watch Fifth Element if you want to. I don't know if it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, but...
It'd be interessante. I mean, I remember liking the movie quite a lot.
I mean, me too.
Yeah.
But
I like the way the aliens look. I mean, I also look Gary Oldman is one of the greatest actors ever, you know?
Absolutely.
And he's just like, in this movie, and he just destroys it, you know?
yeah, I mean, that's Pete Gary Oldman. Like, he's so good.
Also, what blew me away from that movie is I was watching it in theaters as a kid, and it's a PG-13 movie, and this is, you know, obviously everyone's pulling on their phones now, but this is a big deal. I'm like, they show boobs in a movie that's PG-13, and I was like, what the fuck?
I know, I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Like Total Recall.
Yeah. No, that's an R-rated movie.
Yeah, Total Recall is R.
The 3.
Yeah, but that's R. Like Fifth Element is PG-13, and there's a shot where Mio, which gets the thing put on her, which is absurd, the costume. But you know, in the profile, you see her boob.
Seems appropriate for 13.
And I think it was okay because it was like the way
appropriate for
the
a 13-year-old.
presentation,
Thanks, man.
basically looking at the MPA guidelines.
There's like pre-consent for
The MPAA guidelines are that you can show the nudity if it's non-sexual, and that was basically more clinical, and so it got through it. We're talking about Fifth Element.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it loose in here.
I'm getting a little loose in here.
It can be on loose, but yeah, I hope it holds up.
All right.
Impossible loose.
Good luck. All right, I can't make any promises. I love your definition of like, 13-year-old can see this. It's just a nipple. It's cool.
You know, I'm not
fine.
a parent per se, but
That's fine.
I mean, what do you let your cats watch? Whatever they want.
One of my cats is a total butt licker. You got to see this. They're fucking way R-rated.
Sorry, wait, to rewind back in the thing, when we were kids, I mean, all these R-rated movies, they would market the toys for R-rated movies to kids because they knew kids were watching them. So, like, you know, Aliens, the best movies, Terminator 2, these are all R-rated movies, right?
Yeah.
And they're fucking gnarly and really violent. And it's like, kids want them, and that's what they want. So it's like, if I'm a parent, like, yeah, fucking see a nipple, I can give a fuck. It's actually, by now on their phone, these kids are seeing the most insane shit all day on their fucking smartphone. It's like, what a joke. Like, why do we even have ratings anymore? Like, you see fucking just like porn is just omega, and kids have it on their phone, probably fucking up their brains. Let's why do we have any fucking rating restrictions these days? It's absurd.
Oh, I know. You can just go.
Especially in the theaters, because on the fucking regular ass TV or streaming, you could show the gnarliest shit in the world, violence wise. It's really hilarious to me that like movies come out and they're like, oh, it's PG-13, so you can say fuck once. It's like, who gives a fuck? Like anyone, like any kid is watching this and their fucking phone, and you know they are doing it. It's porn, and the porn today is like, I don't know. It's fucking wild. Like
Porn Today is the sequel to Men Today we're working on.
Yeah.
Wow.
And just to clarify, my cat that's a total butt licker licks another cat's butt.
Oh, that's
Not human butt.
I don't want to see that.
Because
Why would you offer?
just wanted to make sure you understood.
I don't. No, okay, I understand. Just a verbal explanation is good. Verbal. I don't need to see it.
I've had people hear that
Wow. But no, I
it's an
agree.
epidemic.
I agree with you. It's like it's ridiculous anymore. Like it's fucking. I mean, everything is awful.
It's a terrible shot.
Well, it's I mean, I'm blowing out your dopamine. The whole thing though, like the phone is bad for you. But
Yeah, for sure. Were you gonna say? Was there a film that you were like? I don't know. You were gonna say something for a second. I don't know what it was.
I don't know.
That's cool, man. That's good.
About that I feel weird about going back to or something. Ever seen?
Maybe something like
That was a
that.
while ago.
We're at 40 minutes. So we can go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Like
no. Like you have another topic? Anything you'd like to talk about?
Sure.
Let's get a little farther.
What do we got? What do you want?
You are the host.
Oh man, that's the mistake. So, that's problem number one. Sorry. Hello. I don't know, man. Like fucking the movies that do hold up. Gore. Okay, so gore, R-rated movies and toys. That's something I can talk about because my fucking Ed 209 toy was so rad.
Yes, of course, because Robocop. Also Robocop is a fucking art film. It's fucking brilliant. For sure. It's so brilliant. But yeah, as a kid, Absolutely. Robocop, Aliens, T2, R-rated movies, insanely violent. I remember watching Robocop as a kid, and I was like, oh my god! I remember really disturbed at the scene where like he's like fumbling for the bob thing and the grenade thing in this room and it blows up. It was just so gnarly,
Oh, I know.
Toxic waste.
Great times. I love
the toxic waste.
Yeah.
Toxic waste scene. The dude wanders out.
It's
Or when they're
oh my god!
It's so gnarly. Verhoeven, it's
it
so
doesn't get much. I was like 7 years old when I watched that.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god!
My cats watched, but we got to watch
it was
gnarly shit.
Horrifying. It's like, don't you see no nipple, but you can watch this. But no, you're not supposed to. But we all saw it, and it was kids were watching R-rated films. It was rad. It was honestly really rad. But Robocop is a fucking art film. Verhoeven is brilliant, and it's like. There's a reason why in the Laserdisc era it was on the Criterion Collection because it's a fucking art film. It is. And it really is. And watch it now as an adult, you're like, this is fucking brilliant and it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Too. Like as a cop, like he doesn't do anything, he just shows up, he just shoots and walks away. It is so fucking funny. Oh god, it's so good.
It's a wonderful film. And yeah, I had to have all those fucking toys. I was like, this is too
it's
cool.
amazing. Yeah, they're just amazing.
It's too cool for me to not have. But I mean, like I couldn't sleep as a kid, and my mom would be like, "Go watch TV." So I would just like sit up all night, and I had cable.
Yeah.
And I watched all kinds of fucked up shit that I shouldn't have. Like seeing Clockwork Orange at like 12. Probably a no.
I mean, that movie changed my life. I saw it when I was 14 because I never knew anything could actually be that good. Like, I didn't know that was even possible. Like, it's so mind-blowing. And, that movie, like, really changed my life, how I perceived all art. And at the same time, I started getting into music, 13, 14, and I was just like, holy shit,
Yeah.
It was so mind-blowing.
Definitely watched all the Friday the 13th growing up.
Oh, me too, man. Loved those. Oh, did you like all the? It was like USA Network or whatever. They did like the marathons and shit.
Shit was on TV a lot.
Man, we're gonna make us like a fucking old guy reminiscing about the 90s or something. Like, remember the fucking scrambled porn channels?
Yeah.
Spice Channel.
You'd be like, I would unscramble for a second. You'd be like, oh, I saw something.
Me and my prepubescent buddy would stay up all night and just like watching it, just like waiting for the tits. And be like, woo! It was fucking so rad. And we'd have like foil out, but I think we'd be channeling it. It was such a blast. So the funny thing is, so as a kid, the Spice Channel, Channel 99 with this scrambled porn, which are coming great. When the Spice Girls came out, I thought they were porn stars from the Spice Channel, and I was like, "Oh, they're so popular because they're the porn chicks from the scrambled porn I've been watching."
Tell me what you want, what you really.
That's what I thought. And I was like, "Oh my god, these girls are porn stars! This is so crazy." We used to watch. So we'd watch the scrambled porn all day, and there's this amazing one. This would make such a good skit or such a good comedy movie premise. There's this thing where this porno we were watching came in really good for some reason. I remember it to this day as a little kid. We were watching. I was prepubescent even. We're watching this shit. You're horny as a little kid. That's the thing, though.
I mean,
like you're prepubescent. Like
natural.
You're so horny. Like I was thinking about sex all the time. But you watch this shit, and it's like this. All these guys and girls are like they're young, and they're like going to this like abandoned amusement park, and it's all creepy the way it's filmed. It's like shitty camera, and it's all canted angles and Dutch angles. And they look in the funhouse mirror, and in the funhouse mirror, they see themselves having sex with each other, all hardcore and gnarly. And they're like, "Oh my god, that's us!" And we're having sex. And then it inspires them to have sex with each other from the funhouse mirror. Fucking cracked me up so hard. It's like stuck with me. But like, man, you could do a comedy version that's so good. For some comedians show up and there's just hardcore sex. It'd be fucking hilarious. You just have all dude comedians, whatever the fuck you want, make it funny. Like, it'd be so good.
I'm into it. I don't know that man,
I've looked for it, but
you
believe
said
me.
the Spice Channel, and that is a name I haven't heard in so long.
Yeah,
quite some time.
That's where people just smoke fake weed.
The Spice Channel.
Well, good to know they had. Did you grow up in Reno?
They do.
No. I grew up in Florida and then like transplanted to Reno.
All right, so they had Spice in Florida.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, it was on the.
You went to school there. It's what
when we're done this interview, I'm gonna look up a little Wikipedia on the Spice Channel.
I moved down to Reno to marry my wife. We met when I was like 14 years old, and we met on like AOL.
Whoa!
Amazing! Wow!
Pretty cool, right?
Wow!
And
you're still married?
Still married.
This is
Yeah.
like this should be like
I mean,
a romantic comedy.
we didn't get married then.
I know, but this is brilliant.
We were adults.
Everyone would dream. People
We
would
had a child wedding. It
well,
was,
this is the kind of love people dream about and pine for, you know.
I mean, it was. I mean, we dated as much as two kids across the country could date each other, right? I mean, we ran
ASL.
Up, yeah, we ran up. Oh, you know.
Yeah.
Ran up huge phone bills talking.
This
to
is
each other.
amazing. This is a beautiful story.
Thanks, man. But then I called her at like 19, and I was all like, "Hey, nobody else put up with me."
It's been 5 years.
It's been some time.
What do you think?
So yeah, it's been.
This is amazing.
We got married at 21. I've been married 18 years.
Oh my god, this is brilliant.
Yeah. Thanks, man. She's my best friend. So
That's what we all want to say.
you're right.
Yeah.
The Reno's got to be an awesome place too. That's how you entered and lived in Reno.
I mean, I mean, it was. I grew up in the South, and it was like, I don't know. There are things about the South. Like anytime anybody's like, "Oh, goth DJ in Mississippi or Georgia or wherever the fuck," I'm like, "Oh my god, you know, God's tip my hat to you. Like,
Yeah.
keep on fucking trucking."
I gotta be
Seriously, the eccentrics in the South that make it such. It's like the best people in the world.
Exactly. Yeah,
Our last tour we did with the Youth Code though, and we would party almost every night, and we just hit the local goth club in our city because a Youth Code knew which it was. Fucking amazing. No matter where we were, it's like, let's go to Bubba, and it's like, this is fucking great. Like tight knit communities, like people of other sort of like lost souls who are just like looking to get together and hang out because they like the same Well, I've
shit.
always thought that like of all the alt music subcultures, technically like empirically, I would say goth is the best because it has there's lots of girls and it emphasizes sexuality, which all the other ones do not. So just like it's totally different in that respect.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, like I'm talking like very like broad. Not ignoring music.
No.
Just like as like a very like
I get you.
white,
I mean,
like a
it's-
white sheet, you know.
It's the same. I mean, you can kind of say there are some generalities about genres that are true. Like metal crowds are like, man, they're pumped to be there.
Oh yeah, they're great.
They'll punch your fucking face off. They're so excited
amazing
to be
fans, and then yeah,
for sure.
all these things are very closely related, of course. But you know,
of course. But yeah, man, I get you. Like I agree. Like, the goth communities are good. They're very tight-knit. Like, this has been amazing. Like, Mechanismus has been wonderful. Ali has been, like, this is an amazing lineup of bands.
Yeah, we're excited.
Wild.
We're really excited to play.
You guys just played
we're happy to be here.
Hellfest.
Hellfest was wild, you know.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's fucking amazing.
And it was hard. You know, we were really very honored.
4 days ago, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Wow, really? We were very honored to play because it's very hard to be booked at Hellfest. Hellfest is actually it's so prestigious. It's like, you know, you got to do some things to get booked there. So we were very, very honored and flattered that we were able to
Right.
get booked. Yeah.
I mean, it was an amazing lineup. I mean,
Oh, it was insane. It was literally the lineup of you because they did the 2 Hellfest in a row. So like every band that has ever existed, like think of them, they're there. Like any band you like, you're like, is Napalm Death playing? Yep, they're playing. Oh shit, okay, literally everything. Scorpions, yeah, there you go. You know,
I was walking down the back area, the hardest area there, like Bad Religion's here.
yeah, it's like
I
everyone.
didn't play, but they were right there.
And I was really pumped. I got to meet Justin Broderick from Godflesh. It's like a band I really, really love. And I would assume he'd be like this, like super ultra, like highfalutin English guy. It's like nicest motherfucker around. He's super cool.
Yeah.
He's done a remix for us before, but I never got to talk to him. And like it was awesome. I was like, man, this is so great.
Yeah. That's awesome. Have you guys met Jamie from ESA? Like,
No.
He's around somewhere. I saw him earlier eating a salad or whatever the fuck. But man, his set last night was fucking awesome. Rex Arcana is like filming this whole thing for his like Static Industrial TV thing.
Tight.
So yeah, people can like tune in and just,
Will they film our ass?
I believe so, yeah.
Fire.
And then you can just like people can just tune in and check out like the performances and shit. But yeah, Jamie was fucking sick. He opened with like this black metal track that was like that he made on his most recent record, and it was like so good. Fuck, it was great. It was so good. But is there anybody that like you guys have to like dip as soon as this is?
Sadly, we got a dip. So
yeah.
I'm actually very curious. Like I would actually really love to see Stabbing Westward. We get compared to them a lot in a weird way, just by like just a hint. There's always like some older guy in the crowd, like every like 20 shows, who'll be like, you guys like Stab Westward? I'm like, really?
We were on the same marquee last night.
Yeah, they play the same venue like a day later or something.
Gotcha. I've only seen them once, and it was like at Cold Waves a couple years back, and like, you know, I hadn't seen them live in a long ass time, and then it was like they killed. Like they closed the night out, and it was like, this band's fucking amazing. Like I feel like that's one of those bands that I just feel like maybe they've kind of hit their stride now. Like they're making their best stuff now, I guess is how I feel. I don't know. Is there anybody you feel that way about? Like that you're just like, oh man, this artist is like making legit shit.
But like better than more so or than before or something?
Or just like something you like. Like is there a band that's just been like, fuck, I can't wait to, you know, I'm gonna put on whatever.
Fuck. I don't know. Listen to all this different shit.
That's fair.
I just feel like I more so like personal, like friends, bands, and people that we've come up with, like keeping, you know, a beat on them and their progress. That always inspires me.
Which should be done by now?
Yeah, we can stop. Yeah, we're good.
You can go on.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh no.
Come on.
Yeah, you are welcome to join us.
Close us out.
I have not met you. Come on over. Yeah, come on, man.
Close it out.
Who are you? I'm Brian. Like for Void Signal.
I'm Frank from SITD.
Yes. Yeah, come on.
Let's do it. This is what we call tag team.
I want to drink with some friends.
Do it quick. Just close us out.
Yeah. Just say like, thanks for listening to Void Signal. This is such and such, and I will interview you later. But yeah, come on, man, do it. We're waiting for you. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, man, hit us with it. Like, what? How are you doing? How are you enjoying the festival? You play tonight, right? Or no, tomorrow night? Or Sunday?
Totally wrong. we will play on Saturday.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Saturday. Awesome. I can't wait to see it. But thank you guys very much for your time.
Please, I want to. My girlfriend was asking for that shirt.
Yeah. What do you want?
We have a special girly shirt.
So they're unisex. So we have extra small.
Okay, yeah.
They're soft style, so they're not bad. We used to have like girly, more baby doll, but like girls don't want them, or like they just
She normally was.
Yeah, it's fun.
Thank you. It
is fun.
I think it's a small
enjoy
girly
podcasts.
shirt.
The small girly, so we'll have the extra. We'll give you the extra small unisex.
Yeah.
I think that'd be
How
good.
much do you want for that?
We charge $30 US. I mean, I can give you a deal if you want. I know you're on tour. It's expensive.
Yeah, I'll give you a deal.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Let me know what you want, and I will pay.
You just tell me whatever.
He's a very big fan.
Let's make sure you get the shirt. Whatever you want to pay. I'll do a Radiohead model. You pay what you want. I'll give you the shirt.
Then I'll
Okay.
get to like Howard Zinn.
So you are downstairs now
Noam Chomsky.
at the merchandise?
I will be. Yeah, I'll probably take them. They're doing my merch now, but I will take over for them. Yeah, they have. I gave my cell phone, but I'll go
I
take
read
over.
that a long time ago.
Please
This
do
is
that
the
because
second
you
one
make
I've
her
read.
very happy.
Player piano.
Okay, yeah. All right, I'll go take up the merch now.
Generally,
He's
your band is not
basically
that big, to
predicting
be honest, but-
mechanization,
Yeah, true.
automated
And
jobs.
she showed me
So it's pretty
that
deep.
record from you. and she bought it from, I think
Which one? Which
was a
one?
little hard to get through, but like
four?
Volume 4.
It's
Yeah.
rough, right?
it's rough.
Yeah,
It's
that
just
one,
like
About drinking.
I was surprised that
the
I never
narrative
heard it
structure
before.
is just a little.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Very,
I appreciate
very
it.
good, yeah.
Yeah, German stuff not to crack.
Literate,
Yeah. And we have a record shop too.
finished
so now we start selling your stuff.
1Q84, and I'm like,
Oh, really?
good
Yeah,
American
I prefer to sell stuff that
It's like my fourth.
definitely like. So,
Cool.
I mean,
Thank you again.
you said some action figures and movie stuff and Walking Dead action figures.
If you enjoyed this episode of Void Signal, you can visit voidsignal.net to make a small donation to the podcast. Even just $1 here and there helps. You can also find merchandise, stop by, buy a shirt, and help support the podcast. Otherwise, you can click all the social media buttons. Those help too, and I appreciate it. Thanks so much, and take care.